So, how we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo, and this is another episode of YoHoops. I go through every NBA game every day. Today's Sunday, April 19th, and we have day 2 of the NBA playoffs. 8 teams in action tonight. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and let you know the sides I like, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. Recapping yesterday, something light, I went 2-2 on the first 4 playoff games. Jamal Shed really went into scoring mode, scoring 17 points but only 2 assists. Then the Hawks got handled in New York. Besides that, we cashed with Io and ended the day in that win column with the Lakers and Rockets under. Solid overall, but like I mentioned yesterday, the playoffs do get tough from game to game. I'm going to get into more series breakdowns moving forward, but for tonight, let's knock the 4-game card out of the park. In our first matchup, we have the Philadelphia 76ers in Boston taking on Boston Celtics. Celtics are minus 850 on the money line, and the total is 215. It looks like Philly will be without Joel Embiid for at least a couple games. He's coming off of surgery, so I doubt they want to rush him back. The Celtics are at full strength, and obviously they're the more talented team, but they did split the season series 2-2. They also would have only covered this line in one of the 4 games, so even though I'm leaning in their direction, I'm not rushing to like 15 points. Rather than taking a side, I'm looking at a prop. If we think this game has a good chance of being a blowout, I'm looking at the Celtics bench. I'm taking Baylor Sherman to go over 4.5 points. It's set this low because he really only takes 3s, so we'll need 2, but he's coming off of a 30-point game, and we should see at least 22 minutes tonight. I'm gonna lock it in as my first selection. Up next, we have the Phoenix Suns in Oklahoma City taking on Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder minus 1100 on the money line, and the total is 215.5. This is almost the exact same situation as the Celtics game, but the difference here is I trust the Thunder's bench to go get me a blowout. The Suns did just get a dominant win in OKC, but that was the last game of the regular season, so the Thunder were sitting all of their starters. The last time we saw them play a meaningful game was on February 11th, and the Thunder won that one 136-109 in Phoenix. I am a little skeptical just because the Suns are back at full strength, but they haven't played many games together, so I doubt the cohesiveness will be there. As the defending champs, I see OKC making a statement in Game 1 of the playoffs. I'm taking the Thunder laying the 15 as my next selection of the afternoon. And our next matchup, we have the Orlando Magic in Detroit taking on Detroit Pistons. Pistons are minus 410 on the money line, and the total is 220.5. I'm gonna say it right here. To me, the Pistons are just like the Hornets. They're fake good. Cade Cunningham is a beast, but the guy's coming off of a collapsed lung, so I definitely don't expect him to be at 100%. Besides Cade and Jalen Duren, you're counting on guys like Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris to keep putting up big offensive performances. Dennis Jenkins caught some teams off guard, but now that everyone knows he's a bucket, defenses will be locked in. Orlando has underperformed all season, but their lineup is actually stacked with talent. The worst player is probably Paolo, but besides that, you've got a bunch of lengthy defenders and shooters like Desmond Bane and Anthony Black. I love the dominant performance I saw from Orlando on Friday. I say they keep the momentum rolling. I'm taking the Magic plus the 9 and split on the money line as my next selection of the evening. Up next, we have the Portland Trailblazers in San Antonio taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs are minus 600 on the money line, and the total is 222. Just like the Pistons, the Spurs are fake good. Nah, I'm playing. I just had to see who was paying attention. The Spurs are actually on another level. Dominated 2 out of the 3 games against Portland this year, and they were without Wemby in the one they dropped. We haven't seen the Spurs in the playoffs since 2019, so tonight they're going to have frostbite cracking. I like Portland, and I think they'll be able to steal a game or 2 somewhere, but this one's all Spurs. I am isolating it to the first half just because I don't want to see some backdoor nonsense once Wemby sits, so I'm taking the Spurs laying the 7 in the first half as my last and final selection. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Decent start to the playoffs. Let's get right back in that win column tonight. I appreciate all the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'ma catch y'all. Peace.